line right there at the bottom. At the top, that's where I'll begin doing it thin towards the inner area. But at the bottom, I'm actually going to stop it at that area. And then using the same brush, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So just take off any excess black liner you already had. And most of you don't do your eyebrows, which is great. I don't have very much, as you can see. I tend to overpluck, like last night actually. I was letting them grow out, and it was so close to growing out really pretty and full, but I just went crazy with the pluckers again. It actually relaxes me. I don't know about any of you, but I don't know. Just, just sitting there, just wasting time, laying down, relaxing, just trying to fix my eyebrows, and I end up taking a lot out. So if you're like me, try to stay away from them. Okay, so next I'm going to be using, like I said, the same brush, and I'm actually going to be using this as a suntan bronzer, and it's actually called Suntan. And you just want to apply it whenever you do the bronzer to the areas where sunlight hits the most, and it just glows very beautifully. But in this case, not only am I going to use it for bronzer, I'm also using it for my eyebrows. And you just, whenever you apply it, you can start off with it wet and then pack it on dry. That way it has a more real effect if you don't have very much eyebrows like I do, or like I don't. So if you'll just do it that way, it'll give you the perfect shape. Now hers in this case are going to be a little bit thicker at the front, and then they go up and kind of just go out straight and thin. So I'm just going to attempt to do that. And the reason why I use the same brush as I use for the black eyeliner is because whenever I do clean it, it still will have a little bit of black in there. And whenever I put on a lighter color, it looks like it's just part of my eyebrows, like one of my eyebrow hairs just, being stroked with it. So instead of looking like I have my dark hairs coming through a light form, it's, also a little bit of natural hair look, natural hairs being stroked with mine, and a little bit of color around it. So that's how it's appearing whenever I use the same brush. So that's how I would suggest maybe making your eyebrows look more fuller but naturally. So you can do that one, or you can just do it however you have been. It's just a simple trick that I like to do. And from here, we're going to have quite a lot of fallout. So, or you shouldn't have, but most people do if they haven't worked with mineral products yet. They're just not used to having to compact on the colors versus just swaying it on like you would if you had a store brand product. So I'm just going to get maybe a Kleenex, and it's good to either use lotion or makeup remover. At this moment I don't have mine with me, so I'm just going to use a little bit of water. And that's pretty much all it takes to get her look, just as far as the eye part. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is start making it look like more something I would do, or something that you can do with the mineral products instead of just a simple look like she typically would have. She's just naturally beautiful, that's all I can say. So I'm just going to add a little bit more so that way it can be something more of me, as I said, and get it away from that simple look. I look forward to showing y'all the cool things you can do with the mineral makeup. So let this be the first. And I'm going to go back and do some more at the eyes before I put on the foundation. As you can see, that light powder I put on for the redness came off when I took out the fallout, which is fine as long as it wasn't the whole foundation and the whole work. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to add Spring, and it's going to be almost as a sea green shimmer, and I'm going to compact it right in the middle of my eye. And I'll be doing this using the same brush I used for the golden light color I used for the base. On the outer portion of the eye, I'm going to go back using the same green color I used the first time for just the cat eye. And if you don't remember, it was called Strike. And using the same brush, I'm just going to brush it from the out corner in. And I'm slightly just bringing it upwards towards the brow bone, so that way it almost has a smoky effect. I just love the smoky eye. So I'm just going to keep bringing it upwards. I'm just adding a little bit more green to the area to make that stand out more. And then using a color called Silky Green. It's awesome. I mean, if you have green colors, you definitely want to mix it with the Silky Green. It turns it almost into a very light metallic color, and it also does. They also have it in Silky Pink, Silky Gold, you know, different types of silky, you know, reds, and they're all white. However, they have a tint of the color that it's referring to. So this one's going to have just a hint of green. So I want to put it with my green eyeshadows, and I'm going to use it as a highlighter. I did this yesterday and it was so pretty. So I'm going to do it again for you. And I also want to add this to the inner corner of my eye. And I'll be doing so by using just one of their fluff brushes. So I guess, as you can see, I didn't use very much at all. And just the difference that it makes just by, you know, giving off that green shimmer. And I'm just going back to add even a deeper green. And I'm just mixing it in with the light green, the Silky Green. A good thing to do